Yeah. How you doing? Hi guys, welcome. So I am Queen, first and foremost, Father God, with a good body of your service today, Father God. Allow me to show up and show out in the presence of you and the spirit of you and not of my flesh, less of me, more of you, and it will be done. Okay. So as we get started today, as y'all know, I am Queen. I'm a publisher. This is the Q&A. I give game for an hour. I get the aspect of the author, publisher, self-publisher, marketing, promoting, advertisement, schemes, and scams that goes on in the industry. That's selling information, five-star information, traditional versus self-publishing, and also the schemes and scams that goes on in the industry. And traditional and generational curses and spiritual warfare because God told me to. So, if anybody has any questions, as y'all know, we are broadcasting on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Restream, and also we are featuring on Zoom. So if you're interested in coming into the room and asking questions on live in person with us, you can click the link on Toya Graham, that is my Facebook name, and go to the first post and click on that link where it has this beautiful business card. Okay. So as we get started today, I hope everybody has had a blessed and fortunate and amazing day. We're gonna do a quick briefing today. We ain't gonna really do too much. I'm gonna hold you guys long. So as y'all know, we come here every day from 11:30 to 12:30 for a questionnaire from 4 hours. So if anybody's interested in asking any questions, you can ask whatever you like. No problem. It's time. It's time. It's time. So welcome to the publishing house. Publishing house, and here we ask questions and we promote your information as well and your talents. So if you are interested in sharing some of your information, please do share your information. So today's topic, as y'all know, why we are getting people to ask questions. We also give a briefing of an hour of information. So today's topic is, what are questions that a publisher should ask an author in order for you to feel like you are in a comfortable position of being able to have a business or a partnership with this publisher? So we're going to give some brief questions that you should look forward to answering from your publisher if you're looking into being publicated. So everybody's different, you know. There are many other questions, but this is what I basically feel like what is needed to be asked in order to get to what you need from a publisher. Okay, so our question today is, what is your motivation as a self-publisher? So most of the time, I'm doing work with people that want to do self-publication with their own information. So what we do is we teach them on what it is, on how to build that brand or whatever it is that they need. And if they are an author, then more or less we will be asking them what is their motivation on being an author. But in between the two, it is important to ask both because it is important if they want to be, give them the opportunity to want to be either a traditional publisher or a self-publishing author. Okay. So that's the question that you may be asked. Oh, question. Now that way, be asked of you, not asked of the public. All right. Now, people that are inquiring for a publisher, forget about the thing, the questions that may be asked in order for them to receive the support that they need. Okay. What are some kind of supportive resources that your publishing company has? Structure of what we should be answering. Okay, so in this question, you should find out what capabilities that your publisher has for you. So these are questions that you, as a author, should ask your publisher. Okay. Then we will go over questions that the publisher will ask the author. All right, so, and that is number one. So, will there be any opportunities to networking with anyone else, like editors, digital designers? What we need? Marketers, promoters, or whatever. Okay, so that is a question that you should ask your company. Now, for the first question, what do we offer? What are the resources that we have? We have editing, we have digital designing, we have promotion advisory, we have a literature agent, we have layout and platform. Formatting, layout and formatting. We have advertisements, branding, business cards, t-shirts. So we want company keep going on forever. So what are the opportunities and resources that we have available with our company? So it'll be things like that. And if they cannot answer these things, then that is a red flag. Number two, which I said before, what are the opportunities of networking with other people like editors, designers, other authors, literature agents, promoters, promotion advisors, what else could it possibly be? Photographers, web designers, so on and so forth. Ask them what are the resources that they have that they can offer you from their publishing company that will give you more mobility and navigation. Okay. Another thing is how much time do you need to dedicate to something like this? So with that, you should have a timeline on how long the services should take, whether if they're editing, designing, formatting, putting the book together as a manuscript all together, publicating. How long is their timeline of putting out a book for you? So how long should publication take? What are our timelines for how many drafts we get back? How many times, what's the timeline for how many digital design drafts do you get back? So asking questions like that, if they don't have information for these things, or giving you a timeline or a summary of how long something should really last, then they are also a red flag. Okay? So be mindful as to who you are working with and who actually is capable to give the information and who don't even have capability of offering the information at all. If they don't know. Okay. With asking these questions, you will have a better understanding on what your publisher should be offering. Okay, so another question that you can ask is, will the publisher provide guidance as far as you mobile, making yourself mobile or to be easier to navigate through your time as being an author and becoming a published author, or after when you need to start to brand yourself, replicate, or market yourself. So do they offer services to help you? Oh, do they have to offer you services to make your branding more mobile? We give you more opportunities and things like that. And do they do like tours with you, or do they teach you on how to make relationships with bookstores? Or do they speak to wholesale distributors or teach you how to speak to wholesale distributors, take you on adventures like how to put your book into libraries, public libraries, local libraries, nationwide libraries, whatever it is. Ask them what is that they are offering. Making sure that you ask questions about your copyright, your royalties, addressing the fact of what is your genre and what genres does that publisher take, and what information are they even a publisher that publicates the genre? So in educating yourself, what are the genres that you have covered? Or what is the genre that you work for? What category of genre do you like to work best in, or what best fits your company? Okay, another question could be, do you give tips and resources for social media, email listing, that book launches, website design, platform building? Okay. Or write these questions down and write a query letter to find a publisher or a literature agent that you place these questions inside of the query letter, or put them on a side on a piece of paper to ask the literature agent to ask and make sure that this is the guidelines that they go by in this questionnaire that you have as far as the publishing companies that you are. How can you get the most out of what this company is offering to you? Investigating, resourcing of understanding of what they are giving you. And that is the reason why we have these questions that we set up to make a better understanding of what you want for yourself and what publication do you want, whether it's traditional, digital, vanity, self-publishing, or whatever, so on and so forth, audio, so on and so forth. Okay, so those are some very basic questions that you can ask your publisher to be able to get a better understanding as to what they're offering you. Okay. Now, these are questions that your publisher may ask you. Welcome. Hi, Ms. Randolph. How are you today, darling? Hope you're well. If you're thinking about writing a book or something, we are here today, as you know, or you may not know. I am here every day from 11 to 11:30 to 12:30, answering questions to people that are interested in publishing their information. As an author, self-publisher, marketing, promoting, advertising, and promoting themselves and branding their information. The schemes and scams that goes on in our industry, best-selling information, star information, traditional and vanity, and so on and so forth. And we speak about traditional and generational practices and spiritual work. So if you have any questions, beautiful, ask whatever you like, you can ask in the comments, or you can click the link on the top of this live and you can come on. Okay, so now the questions that we do as author. The questions that publishers may ask you as an author, and I don't know, every publisher doesn't have a questionnaire or interest as to how they pick up their people, but I do. I am very interested in how can I support you putting your information out the way that you want it, making sure that we stay in the bracket of your credibility and your art in your own mind, and not as to what I have or what I think that I may want for you. So I am very, very dedicated on making sure that I give my authors the opportunity of putting their information out at the best of their ability the way they want to. Okay. I'm just coming in to make sure that the work goes smoothly and it's done correctly. But as far as the creativity of the book, information and things like that, I just format it, edit it, and make it sound good and do my thing. But as far as anything else that is on the options of my authors, I give you free freedom of speech and free press. So that's important to educate yourself about publishers that don't give you the freedom that you want, and making sure that you have the freedom that you want and the mobility that you feel like that you are interested in to putting out your information. Okay, so these are the questions that I, as a publisher, ask my authors. Well, as you should have a great list of questions for me as your publisher. Okay. So, what is your main motivation for self-publishing or publishing or vanity or traditional publication is what I usually will ask, okay? The next thing that I will ask is, have you ever written a manuscript or are you still in the planning stages of your manuscript? Okay. Another question I may ask is, what is the genre or type of book you are planning to publicate? Another one of my questions is, what are your expectations from this publication, and what do you hope to learn if you're taking a course? Or what do you hope to learn as a author altogether? Because I think that it is important for you to learn also in educating yourself that you are not just a author, but also a business owner when you drop or publicate a book. When you publicate your book. Okay. Now, what are the biggest concerns that you may have that are challenging when it comes to self-publishing, vanity, traditional publishing, or so on and so forth? Okay. Do you have previous experience with the self-publishing, traditional publishing, vanity publishing is what we will ask as well. Do you have a marketing plan in place or do you need help on that aspect? So it is important to understand that you need a branding plan. But if you don't, be able to tell your publisher, your literature agent, whoever, your promotion advisor, whoever, that you don't have the aspect of doing these things and you would like to learn these things because it is important to further yourself as an author, publisher, self-publisher, whatever it is, to be able to touch the people that you're trying to touch by having a better understanding. So educating yourself is most important, gaining the knowledge. Okay. So if you have concerns, it is important for you to get the concerns and ask the questions that you need and get help with that aspect that you need for marketing. Now, what is the biggest, excuse me, what is your budget for self-publishing and are you willing to invest in your professional services like editing, cover designing, and formatting? This is an important question because it is important to know what your author is willing to invest into themselves. If they are not even willing to invest into any of these products, which is keeping you and giving you the opportunity to even be able to publicate the information, because without these things, without these steps, you cannot be able to do anything, publicate anything. So it is important to have an understanding as to what tools you need in order to publicate the information that you're trying to publicate. All right. So with that being said, are you as an author willing to set up or have a budget in order to pay for these things to be able to cover the cost of this publication? Are you even willing? Another question is, do you have a timeline in mind as to when you are looking to publicating this book or a flexibility on your timeline? So when you come to your publisher, you should already have a manuscript done. Some don't, but you should. And if you do, you should have a timeline as to when you feel like you would like to publicate that information from beginning to end, because it gives your publisher an option to either take that time bracket or tell you what time bracket they have. Now, if they have something that's already coming out in the publication, they possibly can't do that. Not all traditional publishers give you a timeline or ask you for a timeline as to when you're going to publicate your information because they publicate your information when they want. So with that being said, when you have the freedom of being able to give free range and when you want to do things, always look forward to your publisher asking you what is a timeline that you would like to put your information up. And always have that prepared for your publisher to see if they are capable of doing that for you, because that is also a good question for your publisher to see how long something is going to take for a project that you are looking forward to getting out. A lot of traditional publishers, they're not on a timely schedule. They pretty much do things whenever they feel like it. And sometimes it takes years to get one book to come out for your book to even be selected to be able to come up for publication. So be mindful of that as well. Okay. Another question is, what is your level of technical preferences? What digital tools and platforms are you comfortable using? And are they for publishing? So it is also good to have a better understanding to research what way you want to do the things that you want to do, and then being able to tell your publisher what options they have to use that you already have or to start you with because you don't have these options. So it is important to come to the table knowing how you want to publicate your information, how you want to promote that information on some social media platforms that you do know, don't know, what you would like to work on, and how you plan on moving and navigating through your promotion and advertising and marketing with whatever platforms you're choosing to. Okay. Another thing is, where do you see yourself within 2 years? The reason why I ask this is because sometimes it takes 2 years for you to even pop, especially even if that is a author that is promoting extremely hard. It's kind of like sometimes, like with even with social media, sometimes you go viral. So depending on what it is that you are putting out and what information you're sharing, is defeating on how or how much on demand they're going to want from your information that you're putting out. Okay. So the more you pretty much promote that information, share the information, give it a little buzz, trickling your information out, gives them the aspect of wanting more, and then also giving you time to get your information out in a timely manner as to whenever that may be for your timeline. So there is that for the questions in between the publisher and the author. It is important to write down questions. Okay. So if you are interested in asking information for your new endeavors of your journey that you're going on, if you do not have education for that journey, how do you make it possible for you to be able to do things that you do with your company? So educating yourself is most important. Having a plan, writing it out, also being able to put the things forward that you want for the publication the way you want it to be, and not giving no breaks. Okay. Not giving no opportunities for anybody to do anything that you don't want. And having a better understanding as to how the book industry works, how publishers work, how authors work, doing the job of each and every single person surrounding you, so that you will have a better understanding of what and how you do it. Okay. That is that. So let's check the law. Anybody else? Oh, okay, that's good. If anybody has any questions regarding the questions, the questions or the answers that I gave today, please feel free to answer. Ask any questions that you want in the comments. Even if we are not on live, you can ask the question, and then we will come back either the following day or we will answer in comments directly to your reply. Okay, so we don't have much today. I just wanted to share that few things, not much information, just a little brief questions, the things that you should write down, some things and brainstorm on what you're looking for your publishing house, self-publishing, vanity, whatever it is that you plan on doing. So being more better educated gives you the better opportunity that you may want, and being able to have a better understanding of when someone is telling you something specific and what you should do with that information. Okay. So it was time. It was time. So let's be great, y'all. Let us be great. If someone told you that you weren't great today, they lied to you, because God has already approved you. So go out and shine. I'll see you guys tomorrow. The short one is like 30 minutes. About 30 minutes. So I just gave y'all some fast information real quick in 30 minutes on how to be able to search for your literature agent and your publisher. And also questions that your publisher should ask you in order to give you the free mobility to navigate through this industry the way that you want to, with free, freedom of your RTs. Sometimes we have our work taken away from us because we are not able to spread the information the way we want to spread it. And they are changing the idea of what our idea is, what we wanted from the beginning. So it's important to come to the table with a plan and knowing what it is that you want from your publisher and what your publisher's idea of what they are capable of offering you and what their job is for you. So go out here and go get some of that education. So thank you for coming in today to the Beyond Me Publishing House. I hope you have a blessed and amazing day, guys. Go be great. Go be amazing. Go be fulfilling, be intentional, and be purposeful in your prosperity in God's way, or whatever, however way you may do your thing. Have a good day. Bye-bye. It was time. It was time. You guys have a blessing.